Episode 2, Caleria. Oh boy, we're getting into some Suikogaiden 3 shiznit now. This should be good. Caleria. The Holy Kingdom of Harmonia's Southern Frontier Defense Force, to which I am still ostensibly affiliated, makes its home here, in this town situated upon the boundary between Harmonia and the Grasslands. Around these parts, you'll find no shortage of special agents like myself, as well as mercenaries of all types with their eyes peeled for any and all events that occur near Harmonia's national border. In recent years, with the Gate Rune War and the chaos in the city-states, the military operations have seen a steep increase. Well then, what should I do? You finally showed up, Nash. It was worth waiting around. Turning to meet the voice, I was met by a most unexpected face. Why? I didn't think there were still any people out there who cared about what I got up to. So, where are you headed? To finish your mission? Or are you going to stand in my way? If you plan on holding me back, you'd better be ready to go through hell for it. Just like old times. I know better than to think the little latchkey boy would stop and listen to what I have to say. I figured that much out years ago. Then why are you here, Lena? Lena, huh? This woman is Lena Sufina, daughter of the Sufina family. She has served as a member of the Temple Guards for longer than I, and is mine and Julie's aunt. The Sufina family is a branch of the Ladki family, and while she may only be 3 years older than I am, I've never really been able to deal with her all that well. I can see that. What's a Temple Guard like you doing here? The Temple Guard is currently engaged in an inspection of the southern frontier. In any case, considering your connection to the Ladki family, the captain isn't all that happy over the prospect of you coming back. So? It's not like I'm asking for a homecoming parade. Nash, I need you to do something for me this time. You need my help? It's not like I have any connection to the Ladki family anymore. What you see is what you get. That'll be more than enough. Hey, wait a minute. What's this all of a sudden? Before I had even realized what was happening, Lena had taken my hands and placed me in cuffs. There's a warrant out for your arrest in Caleria. Huh? What for? What did I... Misappropriation of funds. You had received advances for an infiltration mission, but apparently neglected to submit a final report. You can get arrested for that? Wow. It's not surprising, honestly. I suppose it's true that I've been out of contact for the past 3 months. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't just assume I had gotten myself killed. Well, off we go. Wait a minute. You saying you're going to hand me over to the guards? That's terrible. It's not like there's a bounty, right? Of course there isn't. It's probably not worth fussing over anyway, so calm yourself down a bit. You should be fine after explaining the situation and submitting a lengthy written apology. I gotta write an apology? Okay. On top of that, I'm sure the Sufina family has some pull with the captain here. Even so, isn't this a bit much? You think so, huh? I was thinking it's probably about time. Excuse me. Jeez. Excuse me, damn. My apologies. I was thinking it's probably about time I stopped pampering you. You need to go back to Julie. Surely you must realize just how much that girl needs you. Yeah, I get that. But... great, let's get a move on then. Man, I just can't deal with this woman. That's what came to mind as I was dragged away. Now loading. So this is certainly an interesting change of pace. Well, Barge. Nice haircut, dude. Is Caliria's fortress to your liking? Who's this dude? It is the very definition of comfort. The grasslands have been peaceful as can be for decades now, and that nasty mess in the south seems to have died down as well. That's good then. Though I do hope you haven't forgotten by whose graces you found yourself in this position, as well as the reason for doing so. Perish the thought. Rest assured that I am keeping close tabs on that annoying woman from the guards. I see. So where is she now? She whiles the days away, waiting by the side of the road on the grasslands border. I do wonder when the person she's waiting for will arrive. Quite the hard worker. But will she really apprehend Nash for us? Oh, she must be talking about, what's her name? He seems to be well known amongst the garrison for his eccentric proclivities. His behavior does not seem at all unexpected. That is precisely why we set this up, spreading rumors that would make her want to secure him personally. There's no reason to fret. Instead, you ought to worry about not messing up your part in this. Yes, of course. Uh-oh. Excuse me. What is it? We've received word from the watchtower. Lady Lena Sufina has apprehended the suspect and is currently en route to our location. Understood. You're dismissed. Sir. Well then, please allow me to handle this. Just don't screw up. So who's the boss when it comes to those two? Uh-oh. Lena Sufina, Vice Captain of the Temple Guard, 2nd Unit. I've apprehended the suspect. I'd like to report directly to Lord Barge. Might I request an audience? Acting Commander Barge, correct? I'll send a messenger. Please wait a moment. Wait a minute? What do you mean, Acting Commander? What happened to Captain Bandam? Captain Bandam is currently absent. It seems he's been sent on some long-term mission, and in the meantime, we've been left with some inexperienced fool. Seems that way. There had to have been some better candidates out there. You'd think. Now that you mention it, it seems that all the capable people were moved away for strategic reasons. They settled on this no-name countryside noble from the south as a last resort. It just so happens that I also came here with the relief troops, so I don't really know much more about it than that. So that's how it is. It's no wonder I hadn't seen any familiar faces among the troops. Seems like a lot of people have been replaced in the 6 months I've been gone. While mulling the situation over in my head, I turned and saw a group of soldiers approaching us from the main barracks. What are you plotting? You're not getting yourself out of this. What about them? The group of soldiers were approaching us with their blades drawn, looking in my direction with daggers in their eyes. I am handing over a prisoner accused of disobeying orders. It's only natural for them to be apprehensive. You always did think the best of everyone. And you worry too much. I hope you're right. Lady Lena, congratulations on successfully completing your mission. Thanks. Please inform Lord Barracks that I'll be sitting in on the suspect's inquiry. That won't be necessary. The soldiers quickly spread out around us, and Lena and I found ourselves completely surrounded. This isn't good. Looks like that hunch of mine wasn't so far off the mark. What's the meaning of this? Your cooperation in this matter will no longer be required, Lady Lena. How Nash Lodke will be dealt with from here on out will be left to the discretion of the garrison. What are you saying? This isn't what was agreed on. I don't know anything about that. The only orders we received from Lord Barge were to take custody of Nash Lodke, after all. What is going on here? Lord Barge. Lady Lena. Thank you kindly for your assistance in apprehending the suspect. You can leave the rest to us. Please return to Crystal Valley now. Lord Barge, what are you saying? Isn't this treatment a bit extreme for something like misappropriation of funds? And did I not have your word that I could sit in on his inquiry? The circumstances have changed. What? It was, as you said, originally just a case of misappropriation of funds, but some new information has come to our attention. What are you saying? As you know, his mission was to infiltrate the city-states of Joustin. It is there, unfortunately, where he made some trouble for us. Well... Though it no longer exists, the Kingdom of Highland was once an ally of our country. In the city-states, it appears he interfered with Highland's assault on a city called Greenhill. It's true. Where did you get that information? From a very reliable source, and as such, I am afraid I cannot afford to simply ignore it. Then, what will Nash's punishment be? It is already decided. His crime is treason. Those who have committed this crime are, if considered necessary by the superiors of the organization to which they belong, to be summarily executed. Well, that's not nice. What? That's ridiculous. Surely the law must allow for special circumstances during a revolt like that. And to be summarily executed without a trial must exceed the scope of the law. Still, we are bound by the law. The time for talk is over. I would ask you to take your leave. You... What the hell? We've been indebted to the Sufina family for a long time now. I'm not ignorant of that fact. However, what matters most now is the present. It would be most grave error to align yourself with any persons connected to the Lodkes, former leaders of the People's Faction. You bastard! You had this plan from the start! Did I? I am simply relieved that I have been able to fulfill the role I was given. Who's responsible for this? That I cannot say. Nash Latke will be executed tomorrow morning. So if you hope to exchange parting words, I suggest you do so sooner rather than later. Well, this isn't looking very good.